Hi, my name is Billy. I'm with the CDL test truck in Allen, Texas. I'm here at the Garland driver's license office in Garland, Texas. Going to be going through a basic Class A CDL road test. When the examiner comes out to get in the truck with you, they're basically going to check your left turn, right turn signal. They're going to check your horn, your left turn, right turn, and brake lights. Then they're going to get in the truck and they're going to run through the air brake test. Once you finish with the air brake test, the examiner is going to ask you to proceed forward with the actual road test. Starting right here at this point right here is where you would actually start the road test. We're on the east side of the driver's license office and we're facing north towards Interstate 30. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put the air brakes in, push them in, release the brakes. You always want to double check and make sure that the air brakes are released when you are fixing to take off. We're going to lock the truck into gear and we're going to put our left turn indicator on. We're going to pull out away from the curb here. Check traffic, make sure that there's no traffic coming on the left side. When you're driving the road test, you have one 90-degree right turn that you have to sit there and maneuver. It's going to be right here with the stop sign. You always want to approach the stop sign 100-125 feet before you get to the stop sign. Put your right turn indicator on, and you want to stop 2 feet behind the stop sign. Very important that you keep your distance 2 feet from behind the stop sign. Then you want to proceed out. We're going to be making a right turn. You always want to turn back into the lane closest to you. Once you've actually made your right turn, disconnect your turn signal, and we're going to get up to 40 miles an hour. Even though the speed limit is 45 miles an hour out here, the examiners like to see you drive 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. You always want to check your mirrors once every 10 to 15 seconds while you're driving, even though the book says 45 to 50 seconds. That way that the examiner knows that you're paying attention to everything around you. You want to maintain your speed to make sure that you don't run over 45 miles an hour. You have a bridge coming up here. Your bridge is 16 feet 5 inches. Your truck is 13 feet 6 inches tall, so you might want to identify that to the examiner so that you don't roll past the bridge and the examiner asks you how tall the bridge was and you go, I don't know, and you lose points. At this point right here, the examiner is going to ask you to get over into the left lane, so you'll put your left turn indicator on. You'll check your mirrors, make sure that you've got time to get over and traffic's clear. Once you get over to the left lane here, we're going to turn the turn indicator off. Again, check our mirrors once every 10 to 15 seconds here. You have a traffic light coming up ahead. Something very important about this traffic light is that it turns very quickly. In other words, if you're outside 2 car lengths distance, you might want to come to a stop behind the stop line because there's no way that you can make a left-hand turn up here at the stoplight. We're going to be making a left-hand turn up here at the light. When you get right about at the exit ramp right here, you want to start slowing down. You got a car up here in front of you. You want to make sure that you stop where you can clearly see the wheels of the vehicle in front of you in your forward mirror. Now when we make a left turn, we're within the 2 car length distance right now, so we're able to make this turn right here. And one important thing is you have to go out and around the white checkered lines right here. If you cross the white checkered lines with the tractor, then you fail the road test. So very important to take the truck out, slow down a little bit, make your turn, check your right. When you go through this intersection right here, check to the right, make sure that you can clear the intersection. Always make sure that when you go through any intersection, you make sure that you look left and right, check your traffic. Then when we get through the intersection here, we're going to be making we're going to get over to the left lane. We're going to come up here to this light. We're going to be making a left-hand turn. Very important to keep checking your mirrors, making sure the examiner knows that you're being aware of everything around you when you're driving. You want to put your turn indicator on, get over into the left turn lane here. And one thing about it, when you make a left turn right here, this is going to look like there's only 2 lanes of traffic, but actually there are 4 lanes of traffic right here. If you look, there is a lane here, a black dividing line, the lane that we're in, the yellow line, of course the other 2 lanes over there. Once you control this left lane, always make sure you hit the inside lane. You want to put your right turn indicator on. You want to get over here and line up the left side of the vehicle. Put this black line right here, because this is where you're going to be backing at. You want to put it real tight on the left side of the truck over here, because that's going to be your straight line for backing. What's going to happen is the examiner is going to stop until you stop right here. You're going to stop. You're going to put the truck into neutral. You're going to pull your emergency brakes. You're going to put your flashers on. The examiner is going to sit there and tell you, okay, I'm going to get out of the truck. I want you to back up 100, 125 feet until I tell you to stop. And then what I want you to do is I want you to pull forward and get over to the next lane, and then back up over here into this lane and do a parallel park. Now when you back up, you want to make sure you use your flashers backing up. And then when the examiner tells you to stop, then you put your left turn indicator on and you get out over on the left side of the black line right here on the road. And then you'll put your right turn indicator on. And then what you'll do is you will get out, you'll go over here onto the right side of the line. When the examiner, when you've completed the actual parallel park and you've done the best that you could do, then what you want to do is you want to stop, put the truck in the neutral, pull your brakes, and then turn your flashers on to let the examiner know that you're ready with the road test. So basically what you'll do is when the examiner gets out, you'll put the truck in reverse. You're going to back up 75 to 100 feet with the flashers on. Now one thing about it is you don't have to give the truck any fuel. The 600 horsepower Cummins has got plenty of power to be able to push the truck backwards. If you give it fuel, what will happen is the trailer can get out from underneath you very quickly. So we're backing up about 75 to 100 feet, maybe 125 feet. We got our flashers on. Always want to check for traffic that's always around you there. Once you get to the point where the examiner says stop, you'll come to a stop. You'll put the truck in the drive. You'll put your left turn indicator on, and you'll immediately get out over here and take the line and put it on the right side of the truck now. Very important not to cross the yellow lines over here on the left side. And also remember this, number one thing in this maneuver here is don't run over the curb. If you run over the curb, you fail the test. Now once you get over here in this lane right here, what we're going to do is put our right turn indicator on. We're going to put it in reverse. We're going to take the steering wheel, turn it one time to the left. That puts your tractor or trailer in correct position for backing. Going to lightly start backing up here, and as the trailer starts to react, we're going to take the trailer and put it over next to the curb. The examiner will not be in the truck here with you when you're doing this maneuver, so it's very important that you make sure that you use all your flashers. You make sure that you're checking everything around you when you're doing this maneuver to make sure that you don't run over the curb and fail the test. Once you take the truck from the right lane over to the left lane, back over to the right lane, then once you get over here, you'll put your flashers on, you'll pull your brakes. That lets your examiner know, hey, I'm done with the parallel park. I didn't run over the curb. I took it from this lane, put it over this lane, back over this lane. Now the examiner's going to be back in the truck with you, and they're going to tell you to maintain this lane position and go straight. And I tell people this, I don't care what they say. When you start to take off, put your right turn indicator on. You're going to get over here into the left lane, because they want to see if you're looking ahead, a block ahead, because there's a right turn only sign up here. If you stay in the right lane, if the examiner says maintain this lane position and go straight, you can't go straight in that lane because it's a right turn lane. If you're in this lane, you get caught in these lines right here, you failed. Even if you get caught in the lines and you go straight or make a right turn, you fail because you didn't listen to what the examiner said. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up to about 25-30 miles an hour through here. It's a very simple, easy road test. You always want to again check your mirrors once every 10 to 15 seconds. Make sure that the examiner knows that you're watching your mirrors and observing. Now, one thing, when you come up on a stop sign like this up here, the truck tends to kind of whip you around the corner. So before you get to the turn, you want to make a controlled stop to start slowing down before you get to the stop sign. Remember, you want to stop 2 feet behind the stop signs. Put your turn indicator on to the left. Come to a stop. You're going to look to your traffic. Make sure you got plenty of room to clear here. And when the traffic is clear, then we're able to pull out and we're able to go. Got a little bit of traffic coming here right now, which is not usually normal. Now you can use this outside lane over here when you turn, but you always want to make sure that when you turn back into the lane closest to you. But once you control the lane, turn your turn indicator off. We're going to get up to about 35 miles an hour on this road right here. The examiner's going to tell you to get over to the right lane. We're going to be making a right turn, so you put your right turn indicator on. You'll get over here to the right lane. You'll disconnect your turn indicator, and again, when you're coming around these turns right here, you want to slow down because the truck, if you're going too fast, the truck is slinging you past the stop sign, then you'll lose points. So you want to make sure that you've got a controlled stop. That is the main reason for a road test, is to make sure that you can handle the vehicle without any problem at all. Now, your stop sign sits about 20 feet back from the road, so if you need to pull up to C, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up here and make a right turn. Once you make your right turn, turn your turn indicator off. Now this is a right turn only lane. You want to make sure that when we're driving that you take the left wheel and run it as close as you can to the outside of the white line so that the trailer doesn't clip over here on the curb on the right. So you'll run the trailer, you'll run the front tire all the way out here on the left side. You always want to make sure that you hit your turn indicator. You want to hit your turn to the right here. I'm going to put our turn indicator on. We're going to get over here on the highway. We're going to get up to speed as we're going onto the entrance ramp here. Put our turn indicator on. Let everybody know we're going to be getting in. You never want to cross the white line. You always want to cross the checkered lines right here. So when traffic's clear, we'll get in. Now the speed out here is 60 miles an hour, but we're going to run 55 miles an hour. Remember, the examiner likes you to run 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. You got a bridge heights coming up here. You got cars, you want to maintain a 4 to 5 second distance between the car in front of you. You got a bridge 15 feet 7 inches tall. Your truck is 13.6. So make sure that you identify that bridge to the examiner so that they don't sit there and ask you how tall the bridge was and you don't know. Check your mirrors once every 10 to 15 seconds there. We're going to be coming up here to the Beltline exit, and we're going to be exiting. Put your right turn indicator on, check your mirrors, make sure that nobody's coming. We're going to get over. Now, one thing examiners like you to do is when you hit 50 miles an hour, you want to slow down to 50. When you get to this green sign that says exit right here, you want to slow down to about 40. The biggest problem I see with people driving and failing or they get too overconfident and they get too much of a hurry. The best drivers I see drive are the ones that fail. The ones that don't fail are the ones who have never driven in their lifetime. Now we're going to make sure that we hit the middle turn lane. There's 1, 2, 3 turn lanes to the left. So we're going to hit the middle turn lane right here. We're going to slow down and come to a stop behind the stop line. Now there's a white checker line that goes out. We're going to follow that. Now we're not going to hit the inside left turn lane. We're going to hit the second turn lane. Now one thing you want to watch out for is your traffic over here on the right. Make sure that they don't cut across in front of you. Also, we got cars that come out past the stop line over here, like this idiot over here, and you want to sit there and make sure that they're out of the way when you're making your turn, or that you can clear. You always want to check your bridge heights also that you're fixing to go underneath. We've got a bridge here 16 feet 3 inches tall. We're going to take off here. We're going to watch our traffic over here on the right. Then we're going to hit, not the first turn lane, but we're going to hit the second turn lane, because we'll be making another left turn right here. Now one thing important about this light right here is this light's very quick too, so we want to stop behind the stop line. You've got a light right over here on the pole. You'll see it light up here in a second. It's got a timer counting down 16 seconds, 15, 14, 13. You'll see it over here on the pole over there. If it's above 10, there's no way you can make it through there. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and wait for this light to go red. We're going to be making a left turn. We're going to be making a left turn right here. Now we're going to be watching over here at this light over here on the left. There's also over here on the left, there is a triangle. Now if you see the little white lines right out here in front, the checkered lines, we're going to go out and around these checkered lines to the left, but we're going to drive straight out until our drive tires, our steer tires, get on that white line before we make our turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive straight out. We're not going to turn yet. We're going to drive straight out. Then we're going to cut the wheels real sharp to the left. Stay on it all the way to the left. That way we go all the way out and around. We just cleared the triangle. Once you make your turn, kill your turn indicator. And we're going to go up here. We're going to be at the end of the road test. It's a very simple, easy test here to do. Once we get up here, you'll see a 4-story building right past the Motel 6 right here on the right. Once you get past this building right here and you get to the first DPS visitor sign, you want to put your flashers on. That's your 4-way flashers. Let everybody know that, hey, you're fixing to probably come to a stop. Right past the driver's license office here to the right is a white building, and we're going to stop right in front of this white building right here, and this will be the end of the road test. Once you get here to the end, you'll put the truck in the neutral, you'll pull your emergency brakes, leave your flashers on. The examiner will score you, give you your score sheet, and as long as you don't run over the curb, as long as you don't break a law, as long as you don't miss too many points, then you'll pass the actual road exam to get your driver's license. So again, my name is Billy. I'm with the CDL test truck here in Garland, Texas, doing a CDL test. You can also visit us at cdltesttruck.com. We have people come in from all around the state of Texas to be able to do their road test, because again, this is the easiest place to get your CDL license. So again, if you want to contact us, you can contact us at 469-835-4126. Feel free to ask for me, Billy. So again, the CDL test truck here in Garland, Texas. Happy trucking.